it made me think, were you alive when President Kennedy got assassinated or got shot?
Yes, I've lived through many assassinations. I was a young girl though, but I remember both Kennedys being assassinated, Martin Luther King Jr. being assassinated. I think when Medgar got assassinated, I don't know, I might have been like maybe one or something like that. And then, of course, the hip hop assassinations of Biggie and Tupac and Nipsey and stuff like that.
Because so we just recently saw that Trump, they say, got an assassination attempt on his life. But how social media does, there's also people that speculate, was it set up? Was it something that Trump did, or was it set up by somebody else? What was Luenell's immediate reaction to that? And even if you want to address people that feel that this might have been like a setup situation.
Well, the last time I saw somebody get shot that close and not actually get hurt was when Suge got skinned in the head in the car with Tupac. People said that was set up. But the thing about a setup is your sharpshooter would have to be so meticulous, because if you go a half inch further, you could kill the person. So in my conspiracy mind, I would love to think that it was a setup for empathy, for power and stuff like this. But I think that maybe it wasn't, after researching the young man who did it. And that's just too close.
Were we ever clear if it was a bullet that hit his ear, or was it a piece of the teleprompter? I was getting all kind of reports, like glass and stuff.
I'm thinking it was a bullet. That's what was reported. So, but that's pretty, close to.
Yeah.
So, it didn't get him, and people got their opinions about that. I don't wish death on anybody. That is not what God would want us to do. However, I do know that if we don't wake the up and vote Kamala in, no matter what you feel about her, the alternative is death to us. He is a cancer who has been festering and made certain sectors of America feel bold enough to outwardly act out verbally and physically their inner burning hatred toward minorities that has always been there under the surface. He's the one who has given people permission to act up this way. We are so soon to forget about the insurrection and how that would have been had it been anybody else except his people storming the Capitol. That they forget about, they are not aware of the articles that he is trying to, propositions and stuff, put into place. And when he, which I refuse to say his name, when he says make America great again, well, great for who? Great for white people, because that's where his interest, white men specifically, because he degrades women right in the same category as he does minorities and such. To want to eliminate free will and abortion is it's opening up a can of worms that we don't want, especially when it comes to rapists and things. To give immunity to the police after they just murdered a woman in her own home, in her own kitchen, who was speaking the word of Jesus when she got murdered, and they lied. I saw the tape saying she was lunging at them with boiling hot water. That was a lie. I saw the tape. He is giving to want to cut Medi-Cal and Social Security, which affects our elders. No matter what you think about Kamala, You're probably going on hearsay, probably have not done the research, and at least she's not a 75-year-old white male. So for that reason alone,
yeah,
we need to be
those are
on her side.
So it seemed like you laid up all the reasons why you won't be voting for him.
And not all of them. There's more, but that's all I'll go into now.
Okay. And it makes me think about, traditionally, which is interesting now, you see a lot of black people that are co-signing him, that are rocking with him, that,
And pitiful. It's sad. But we have such a twisted, we don't even know who we are. We haven't known who we are forever. We've been stripped culturally and mind into thinking that white is right, white is best, from the choice and people are choosing as mates these days to the choice to support a man who outwardly has raised the zeitgeist of hatred in this country. And it's pathetic. Of course, Republicans, black or white, want a tax break, but you willing to sell out your people for the tax break?
Yeah. Because I was going to say, Luenell, I would assume that you are doing well for yourself more than maybe like an average American citizen. So I would think that you would want to you would want your breaks and save some money and when it comes around tax season, but you're still not going to rock with them just because of the money.
I was raised in Oakland, California during the Black Panther era. There is nothing that will make me sell out my people. Not a tax break, nothing. Pay the taxes. We got to do it. They're not going to come get my house and my possessions because I didn't pay taxes. I don't think that people don't pay bills because they don't want to pay bills. People don't believe people don't pay bills because they don't have the money. So if you have the money to pay your taxes, just pay your taxes and forget about the break. Because if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in this life, God is going to make a way for you anyway. And I will never sell out my people. We may be ratchet and raggedy to everybody else, but they're my ratchet, raggedy people. And we can lift each other up instead of continue to tear each other down. That is a mentality that has been inbred in us. Self-hatred for our own culture, from the Clarence Thomases to the other coons sitting in office. And I said what I said.
Enjoyed this teaser? You can watch the full interview right now at hypersclub.com, along with more behind the scenes and additional content.